So, how to speed up the keto adaptation? We have to first look at what's happening in our bodies. Let's say you're trying to adapt to keto for the first time, or you left the state of ketosis because you cheated with carbs. Your body will have to change between two fuel sources, going from glucose to ketones. And if it's the first time you're starting keto, your body will have to build a new machinery so that your body could use ketones from the fat that you eat and your own stored body fat as your main fuel source. While transitioning to keto, your blood sugars might drop, and this might cause unpleasant symptoms. But you have to be patient and follow these tips to speed up the keto adaptation. So, how to get into ketosis faster? Your first step should be reducing your carbs to no more than 50 grams of carbs a day. So, how does it look like? No bread, no rice, no pasta, no potatoes. You simply eat meat with low-carb veggies and fat. Here's an example of a keto meal. 100 grams or 3.5 ounces of organic pork fried in butter with salt, pepper, and dried parsley, together with full plate of mixed salad leaves, half a yellow pepper, 6 walnuts, 5 olives, some freshly squeezed lemon juice, and extra virgin olive oil. That's an example of a healthy, clean keto meal that you can prepare in less than 5 minutes. And of course, I have a keto smoothie and a kefir and chia dessert on the side, but it's optional. And that's a really balanced and nutrient-dense keto meal. So first step, lower your carbs. Then the next step is to reduce the frequency of eating. Let's say you're used to having 3 meals and 1 snack a day. You should stick with 2 to 3 meals a day with no snacking. And if possible, you should also do some intermittent fasting, which is basically the same as skipping a meal and not consuming any calories for a certain amount of time. Let's say you skip breakfast and have only 2 meals the first 2 or 3 days when you're trying to adapt to keto. So you wake up, skip breakfast, can have only black coffee or tea, and then you eat your lunch at around 12 p.m. and your dinner at around 8 p.m. and you fast until the next day, 12 p.m. This would help you to reduce your insulin and deplete your glucose stores, helping you to adapt to keto faster. Or if you are someone who is already fat adapted, 1 day of 16 to 18 hours fasting would be enough. Fasting helps to get into ketosis faster. Another trick to get into ketosis faster: up your fats. Have a keto coffee instead of your regular coffee. Keto coffee is basically a coffee with a teaspoon of organic extra virgin coconut oil and a teaspoon of grass-fed butter. And also, if you normally drink your coffee sweet, you can add around 10 drops of organic liquid stevia sweetener and blend it for a few seconds. And this might not be okay for everyone, because some people are going from almost no fat in their diet to keto coffees, and it might make them slightly nauseous. So if you try this coffee and it feels a bit too much, leave it for later when you're more fat adapted. And for now, stick with half an avocado a day, some cheese, some olives, olive oil on your salads. And you can have your coffee with a dash of double cream. Then next, coffee itself helps you to get into ketosis faster. There was a recent study that found that the more coffee you drink, the more ketones you produce. It was a dose-dependent increase, meaning more coffee, more ketones, and fatty acids in the blood. But of course, don't overdo with coffee. Stick with the amounts that you're comfortable with. 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day will help you to get into ketosis faster. And then we have the next tip, which is also related with the previous tip. What can you have with your coffee? Well, definitely not a muffin. If you want something sweet with your coffee, you should have some dark chocolate with 85 to 90% cacao. Dark chocolate has been shown to help you to get into ketosis faster. Chocolate helps you to speed up the fat adaptation. Then the next step to help you to get into ketosis faster is to make sure you get enough of electrolytes. As you're adapting to keto, you will lose a lot of water weight. You will be going to the toilet quite frequently. That's because carbs hold a lot of fluids in your body. As you lose fluids, you lose various electrolytes with it. As you're switching to ketosis, some of the negative effects, also called the keto flu, can happen because of this electrolyte loss. So how do you put these electrolytes back in? Add half a teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt in a glass of water and drink it once or twice a day. It helps to get rid of the headache that comes with the keto flu. And if you don't like salty water, you can add there some freshly squeezed lemon or lime juice and 5 drops of organic liquid stevia and few cubes of ice. It's gonna taste like a margarita, just instead of giving you a headache, it's gonna get rid of your headache. Then the next tip I have is to consume some medium chain triglyceride oil or MCT oil, or simply coconut oil, as MCTs are found in coconut oil. MCT oil is simply a more concentrated version. And what it does, it helps you to produce ketones faster. You can simply have a tablespoon of MCT oil on its own, or add it to your keto coffee. And then the last tip to get into ketosis faster is to move enough. Moving in general, going for long walks will help you to deplete your glucose stores faster and start utilizing ketones for energy. So aim for at least 20 to 30 minutes of walking a day.